Good morning, beautiful souls. It is Elizabeth Bratcher, Psychic Medium, Wednesday, the 9th of September. I am here to do your daily read for you, and all you need to do is allow your energy to go to number 1, number 2, or to number 3. Don't think about it too much. The first number that comes to you is the number that you're meant to have today. If you'd like a description as to why I do the daily reads, watch the video on the 3rd of September. It gives a nice description as to the overall purpose of the daily reads. And I think that, they offer a lot of value, and I'm really pleased that you're here watching me today, and I'd like you to get the most out of it. So if you have the time, just go back and have a flick on the 3rd of September. So guys, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Just take a moment, let your energy take you to where you're drawn. Wonderful. Number 1, you've got the male card, which talks about utilising your strength. And we're not just talking about physical strength, we're talking about all of your strengths. Flippies, 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 get back in there. Had you yesterday, don't need you again. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So number 1, you've got the male card, you've got the female card. As you can see, you've also got the Stand Strong card in the middle there. Okay. And so this message here, number 1, as I said, the daily reading is a little bit of food for thought. Okay. That's asking you to call on your strengths, letting you know you've got this, and that the power and the changes need to come from within. We've had this conversation this week already, number 1. But that's where the energy is, okay? So for whatever, and as I said, watch the 3rd of September, but this isn't about, just going, oh, okay, this specific thing right here. It's about the energy. It's about the overall attitude and philosophy and beliefs and perspectives that you're putting into that particular thing, and letting that particular thing become a bigger thing across your life. And so it's not just about one particular thing is my point I'm not very eloquently making, okay? You need to call on your strengths. You need to understand that it is up to you to do this, and that you've got this. Stand strong. When you do, what have you got? The healing card again, okay? Allow this healing to come in. All right? The healing will come in. You've got this, number 1. You need to call on your strengths, and this has to be up to you. Number 1, that is your reflection for the day. Number 2, you've got the external conflict card. It just talks about, problems from outside forces, people, situations, all of those kind of little bits and pieces that are there, so just having to deal with some of life's fun little bits and pieces, but this can also come in the form of deception and betrayal from other people. It has got the moon and the wolf that's there, okay? So let's have a look and see what else wants to come up. Okay, so the cards say just asking you to recognize, okay, the external conflict. As I said, conflict caused by outside forces and people, okay? And just acknowledging that. I feel like there just needs to be an acknowledgement of that, and just understanding that it's not necessarily anything that you're doing wrong. Okay, does that make sense? There are things that just happen in life, okay, and there's external forces, but what they're asking you to do is to be really mindful where those challenges are actually coming from, and make sure that those challenges aren't aroused from the fact that you're allowing some disloyalty or lack of boundaries in and things like that, okay? So if you find that it is all, external things that you just need to kind of clear away, have a look and see where your role is within that, all right? And so when you do that, the energies are going to shift for the better, which is why you've got that change of luck card that's sitting there. Just be really mindful of your intentions, especially when you're clearing away negative energy, okay? You don't want to send a bunch of negativity to negativity, okay? 1 + 1 = 2. You're just going to end up with more, all right? And so be mindful where your intentions are. Your focus and your energy here is about just living your best life. It's not about causing problems or bringing harm or anything else to anybody else, okay? And so it's just when we're setting our intention, what we want to focus on is the good things that it's bringing us, the growth that it's bringing us, the love that it's bringing us. Okay, we don't need to focus on what they lose or what they need to do or anything else like that, because if we focus too much, as I said, on negative plus negative, boom. Okay, so just be mindful where you set your intentions. And when you do that, you get the connection back to the love card, which is nice, clearing out some energy. Love, relationships, and trust is going to be all around you, okay? So get rid of that external conflict. A little bit of food for thought for you guys, number 2. Number 3, nice. You got the take a chance card. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Oh, sunset card. Oh, it's popping out a lot this week. A few end of eras around. It's not sunrise, it is sunset. I know it says sunrise. I really need to fix this card, so I have to stop explaining my laziness, my procrastination. This is my beta deck. This is my deck that I use. It's a beta deck because it's on its first print, and I just ran it through to make sure I found all the mistakes. This is one of the mistakes. Yes, I have had ample time to print off another one. Yes, but anyway, let's move on. So number 3, you've got the take a chance card. Nothing changes if nothing changes. You've got the sunset card, talks about the fact that there's an end of an era coming, but tomorrow is a new day, and that you are secure in this, okay? You are secure in the shifts. So number 3, when you take a chance, when you roll those dice and you start moving towards what it is that you want, there is going to be a phase out, okay? There is going to be something that you need to let go of, but they want you to know that you're secure, okay? This could be habits, it could be people, it could be job, you know what I mean? Keep it in context for you, and remember that I am reading for a few of you. So taking that chance, but just remember that taking that chance is going to carry a lot of energy, okay? But that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all, all right? It's just confronting, I guess, is the word that comes up around it, because we have to gather our balls and use our strength and reach on our support, all right? So just remember that you're not alone. Utilize that support around you. This card represents the fact that there are people around that do have your back. Use that, okay? So number 3, well, I guess what the energy in the moment of reflection is for you is that there are some changes that you want to make, and yes, they, you know, in this context today, oh, there's my puppy, they are some big changes, okay? But they want you to know that you're secure, and just trust in that support and love that you've got around you. So number 3, that is what I have for you today. So just in quick reflection, number 3, you've got the nothing, take a chance, nothing changes if nothing changes, external conflict card for number 2, and the male calling on your strength card for number 1. All right, guys, so thank you very much for joining me today. It has been a pleasure to read for you as always. Listen, you'll find the Psychic Development Workshop is up. The Mediumship Workshop will be out today. For those of you that haven't joined me on Facebook, you will find that under the events there on my Facebook page, Elizabeth Bratcher, Psychic Medium. All right, guys, until I see you again tomorrow, take care, and if you can't be good at it.